Hi, my name is Samantha Flynn. I am a MSW student at the University of South Carolina, and today I'll be talking about South Carolina Senate Bill 303. So what is South Carolina Senate Bill 303? So it focuses on the custody and transportation of individuals believed to have a mental illness in the need of immediate care. So in other words, it's somebody that is going through a crisis that you're believing is due to mental illness. Could be depression, schizophrenia, for example, among many other things. And you're feeling like they need a evaluation done immediately. So this affects a variety of different people. So the biggest one is local or state law enforcement. So for the transportation, it requires that local or state law enforcement has a therapeutic transport unit, and that's comprised of police officers who undergo mental health and crisis intervention training. And the next is a responsible physician, and the responsible physician must notify a friend or a relative, so this way people aren't being hospitalized, coming in for an assessment, and then being discharged, and nobody knows other than the individual. It's to help increase the overall safety of the client. And finally, a friend or a relative. And so if it is deemed that this person needs inpatient hospitalization, a friend or a relative may choose to assume the responsibility and liability to transport the patient. So for this to happen, the physician has to deem it safe. Also, the friend or the relative has to be willing to sign a bunch of documentations releasing liability on the hospital. Where is this bill? It was engrossed April 9, 2019, and its current status includes being passed in the South Carolina Senate, and it's currently in committee in the South Carolina House. My field placement is currently at Bryan Psychiatric Hospital in Columbia, South Carolina. So all patients at Bryan Psychiatric Hospital have been transported from different organizations. They could be included other psychiatric hospitals, medical hospitals, treatment centers, community organizations such as CRCFs, or a variety of other places. However, most of these transportations require the use of local law enforcement. Having trained law enforcement reduces the risk of traumatization due to the transportation. And it also allows patients and all involved in their care to feel safer during transportation. So if we know they're being brought to us by somebody who has mental health training and crisis intervention training, we know that they're probably in safer hands. As social workers, we are ethically responsible to break HIPAA and to report if someone is at risk to hurt themselves or to hurt others. So knowing that these local law enforcement that are going to be doing the transportation will help social workers and psychiatrists and doctors and a whole slew of different fields feel more confident when having to hospitalize clients or send them for an emergency assessment. So it's just helping us all feel that we're making a difficult process as therapeutic as possible and to do the least amount of damage to the therapeutic relationship. If clients have a better experience when they're being hospitalized or being transported, they are more likely to trust their social workers and all other members of their team. And then, social workers and again, all members of different disciplines will be able to focus on the reason for the hospitalization instead of the potential new trauma from the transportation itself. Might be due to untrained local law enforcement, untrained physicians, or their family and friends not being aware. So South Carolina Senate Bill 303 is really going to be helping those in the state of South Carolina who are really struggling with an acute crisis. Finally, this is where the information was retrieved from these websites. I'm super excited about the potential passing of Senate Bill 303. Thank you for listening.